Right now, a man is being charged with sexual assault on the UW-Madison campus, and it's not his first time being accused.
Also, Madison police and Madison school district officials respond to a possible threat at East High School, what they discovered.
And tuition is going up for some students at UW schools, as system leaders also make a decision on testing exemptions. News 3 now at 6 begins right now. A winter storm is on its way, expected to arrive tomorrow.
And parts of the state could see heavy snow, but how much might we see here? Well, that depends on where you live. Let's check your certified most accurate forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti. Gary?
Well, Eric, we've been keeping an eye on this storm, and it's right on the edge. Some of us could see a little bit of snow, others could see a lot. We do have an alert day in the forecast for tomorrow night and Saturday morning for accumulating snow. It's most likely in the northern part of our viewing area, although the rest of us could see starting out as a rain, changing over to some sleet or freezing rain, and then over to snow. Now, as we look at Doppler track, the snow that we had earlier today is headed off to the north and east. Temperatures are right around freezing in Madison, although Janesville's still at 41. To the northwest, temperatures are a little bit below freezing. But here's the snow potential from late Friday afternoon through Saturday morning. 1 to 3 inches for most of us. The 2 or 3 inch amounts maybe north and west side of Dane County, but the amounts go up pretty quickly after that, perhaps as much as 6 inches or more north of the Dells, where heavier snow accumulations are possible in the central Wisconsin. And there also could be some minor ice accumulations as well. So winter storm warnings are in effect for Juneau and Adams counties, and winter weather advisories for Crawford and Richland County from noon tomorrow through 6 a.m. Saturday morning. For the rest of us, look for partly cloudy skies this evening, then cloudy skies overnight with temperatures nearly steady. Then tomorrow, look for rain to develop in the afternoon with a high of 38, but again, that'll be mixed with snow while north of Madison. I'll tell you when that changeover will occur in just a few minutes.
All right, Gary, and as we see more of these forecasts for snow and colder weather, AAA wants everyone to get back into their winter driving modes. Their experts say some safety reminders include asking drivers to slow down, especially when there's snow on the ground. Make sure to clear all the snow and ice off your windshield and lights, and also maybe invest in a new pair of wiper blades.
Visibility is really key. Anytime that you're driving, especially so during inclement weather, when there's ice on the ground and snow on the ground, making sure that you can see out the windshield, as well as, as I said earlier, clearing off all your windows so that you have that 360 degrees of visibility.
Now, some other things they suggest packing in your vehicle: a small shovel, a small bag of kitty litter. That can help if you get stuck. You should also get your battery checked, especially if it's more than 5 years old. The sexual assault at the UW campus this week isn't the first time this suspect has been accused of doing this, and that's why we are identifying him tonight, even though he hasn't been charged yet in this case.
Robin Perkins, a 34-year-old Madison man, is accused of assaulting a victim in his apartment at Eagle Heights early Tuesday morning. Naomi Coles explains what else he's accused of.
This assault is the latest in what appears to be a string of sexual incidents Perkins is accused of beginning a few months ago. Now, not only at his or other people's homes, but in one case, a gym. A third-degree sexual assault at Eagle Heights on campus this Tuesday was far from the first time the suspect is accused of similar behavior. For Robin Perkins, there's a pattern. Beginning in August at the college club, he's introduced to a group of friends there, and later that night ends up at their home. There, court records say he's accused of assaulting another man who's passed out asleep on a couch. Then, starting in September, another man who works out at Shell Gym told police he felt Perkins sexually harassed him. Again in October, a similar situation between the two. For those incidents, Perkins is charged with lewd and lascivious behavior. Finally, in November, he's cited and fined for fourth-degree sexual assault in Sauk County. Each time, including the fourth accusation this week, when jailed, he's been quickly released. And today, police believe he's here, back home at Eagle Heights. Now, signature bonds for his release, both this week and in the past, were set at $500.
MMSD staff and Madison police say they found no risk of danger after investigating a threat made to East High School yesterday. Interim Principal Mickey Smith says administrators got an anonymous message about a photo showing a student holding a gun. It was also captioned with a vague threat. The student's family was contacted, and it was determined there was no credible threat. Police checked the student and did not find a weapon. Madison police are investigating reports of shots fired on the city's southwest side this morning. morning. 4 shell casings and blood were found on the intersection of Russet Road and Whitney Way near Toki Middle School. Officers have not received any reports of injuries or property damage.
Democratic U.S. Senate candidate Mandela Barnes says he would be for expanding voter rights and ending the filibuster rule in the Senate. That rule has led to the proposed John Lewis Voting Rights Act being stalled. It would restore parts of the 1965 Voting Rights Act. Barnes, one of several Democrats running for the seat currently held by Republican U.S. Senator Ron Johnson. The winner of the August 9th primary will advance to the general election. Senator Johnson has yet to decide whether he will seek a third term in the Senate next year. Bipartisan state election officials are rejecting a claim that private grants, which helped cities run their elections during the pandemic, were illegal. More than $8 million in grants were made by the Center for Tech and Civic Life to Wisconsin's 5 largest cities: Milwaukee, Madison, Green Bay, Racine, and Kenosha. Those grants were largely funded by Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg. Conservatives say it was improper for most of that grant money to go to communities that have large populations of Democrats.
Operation Fresh Start is celebrating the completion of a newly renovated home in Madison. Located on Hermina Street, the house was bought from someone wanting to give back to the community. It was used to train young adults and help develop their construction skills.
It's been such a pleasure from our end also to work with y'all. It's been so much fun. And we really believe in the mission, and the impact on young people is truly amazing.
Some of the improvements made include a new roof, repainted kitchen, and all new appliances.
Tuition going up for out-of-state undergrad and grad students at 7 UW campuses. Today, system leaders approved this plan. It calls for increases at UW-Madison and also Eau Claire, Oshkosh, Platteville, River Falls, Stout, and Whitewater. The highest increase would be for out-of-state undergrads at UW-Madison. They'd have to pay an extra $743. A final vote on the proposal is scheduled for tomorrow. Students applying to UW schools may not have to send their ACT or SAT scores for another 2 years. Today, the Board of Regents Education Committee voted to further extend the suspension through the 2024-25 academic year. The full board will vote on that as well tomorrow.
Coming up, a special performance for the refugees living at Fort McCoy.
Plus, the Badgers are going bowling to a place quite familiar to many UW fans. Tell you where you can get tickets to see the team play one last time this year. Stay with us.
What you see is important. How you see is important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Right now, take 40% off lenses with the purchase of any frames.
I brought in Ensure Max Protein with 30 grams of protein.
Those who tried me felt more energy in just 2 weeks. Here, I'll take that.
Ensure Max Protein with 30 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar, and nutrients to support immune health.
Govan Cars is having a huge fall sale with the largest selection of vehicles under $15,995 or $249 per month. That's right, don't miss out on our fall sale with the best selection of SUVs, cars, vans under $15,995 or $249 per month. We have one of the largest selections of vehicles in Dane County with over 500 vehicles in stock. So just come on in and ask for me, Crystal the Pistol Govan. Go to Govan Cars East or West.
You gotta go to Govan, GovanCars.com.
Celebrate the grand opening of Steinhoffel's newest furniture and mattress superstore now in Downers Grove. All of our stores are celebrating with 35% off the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses, plus amazing deals throughout the entire store. For over 87 years, Steinhoffel's has been helping our customers create the homes of their dreams. So visit any of our stores to join in the celebration and save big. Only at Steinhoffel's and Steinhoffels.com.
Here's to the holidays. Here's to the casserole queens and Santas who saute. To the turkeys brined in beer, and well, just beer. To the ones who do the most, and the ones who do the least. To the classic traditions, and whatever you call this one. This year, no matter how you holiday, Festival has you covered. Festival Foods, a Wisconsin tradition since 1946.
The Madison Ballet is putting on a special performance of the Nutcracker for the Afghan refugees at Fort McCoy. The Fort McCoy performance will just be the second act of the new production. That way the audience can still get a full spectacle without the context of the first act. There will be 2 performances on Friday and Saturday with about 300 audience members in attendance.
Thinking about the experience that these kids are going to be having over this weekend while you yourself may come see the production at Overture Center, I think it's a really wonderful way to spend the holidays and to celebrate all that all of us have been through in the last few years.
Tomorrow morning, they are holding 3 dance classes at Fort McCoy for the Afghan children. This year is Madison Ballet's 40th anniversary as an organization.
3 weeks from now, the Badgers will face off against Arizona State. It's the Las Vegas Bowl, and while it might not have been exactly what fans had hoped for, many are still excited to see the team play one last time this season, especially in Vegas. And this will be the 20th straight bowl game for Wisconsin, first one in Las Vegas. Between 6,000 and 8,000 tickets are being allotted for fan-specific sections. But if you're thinking of going to the game, you should try UWBadgers.com first before trying a secondary site.
There's just the security of knowing, where you're getting your tickets from. Secondary market, there's always questions about that, but if you get them directly from the Badgers, you'll be sitting with the Badgers amongst your people.
That's always important. The Badgers actually played in Las Vegas 3 times between 2002 and 2010, playing at UNLV. Some of you might remember the year the lights went out in Vegas. Well, those games are still the highest attended games in UNLV football history. The Las Vegas Bulls, December 30th, 9:30 kickoff. A call for action answered.
Coming up, how we got involved with a company facing a dozen complaints of unfinished work.
Plus, Gary's got the latest on that winter weather for tomorrow night and Saturday. Your complete forecast after the break.
At Star N Bank, we think having choices is important, so you can choose the products that are right for your life. What are you waiting for? Explore the possibilities today at starnbank.com.
I was doing some shopping and got a pop-up on my laptop. Computer had a virus. So I called the number on the page, and the guy on the phone wants to take control of my screen to sort it out. Then I remember a tip I got from the AARP Fraud Watch Network. Control my screen. This is a tech support scam. Thankfully, my order still went through.
Recognize fraud sooner so your money lives longer. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Get the floor of your dreams with MENARDS' huge selection of Shaw flooring. From luxurious carpet to durable laminate flooring and waterproof vinyl plank. Find the perfect addition to your home. Save big on Shaw flooring. Designer's Image has high-quality home organization solutions that keep your home tidy. Whether your storage needs are big or small, save big on Designer's Image closet systems. Plus, a MENARDS gift card is always a great gift idea.
This year, don't just get ready, get holiday ready. And the only place to start is at your local Ford dealer. Get the Ford SUV that's perfect for your family's holiday traditions. Ford Explorer, Escape, or Bronco Sport with our best offers of the season. Inventory is arriving daily, so see your Ford dealer today and get holiday ready. Now get a Ford Edge with 0% financing for 60 months, plus $1,500 bonus cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
At iMart Express, it's just the right price. 2 pairs of glasses start under $40. Using insurance? We accept over 1,000 plans, and using your benefits is as easy as 1, 2, 3. No insurance? No problem. Glasses to fit your budget. It's just the right price. Only at iMart Express.
When you open a jar of Better Than Bouillon, you open up dinner time to great flavor. Mix it into a stir fry. Better. Saute it into some veggies. Better. Or brush it onto a steak.
Way better.
With Better Than Bouillon, the possibilities are endless. Make your everything better with Better Than Bouillon.
Today's the day to go farther with a partner that provides you innovative solutions for your own personal financial future. Explore the possibilities today at starnbank.com.
Welcome back. We continue our Call for Action week with a look at home improvement problems, which are pretty common during COVID, but at least a dozen different families booking a Madison fencing company are finding themselves out thousands of dollars in deposits.
The owner of the company, meanwhile, has a response. Leah Lynchide reports.
Good girl.
Annalise Cannon's family of 4 is new to Cambridge.
Vila.
Their half-acre home and surrounding neighborhood, almost perfect for the pups.
We got the sod laid. As you can see, we've done some work on the grass and planting some, but we're waiting for a fence.
That wait is at 6 months now after a $5,000 deposit to Ideal Fence of Madison and an agreed-upon July start date.
Eventually, we just stopped really hearing from him.
And that fence, not all.
Annalise is waiting for these days.
We found out in July that we are going to have our first baby, so due in April. It really hurts, especially with a new baby on the way, and all that money is tied up in this company, so we can't, go to another place.
What have I got? We have 3 large dogs. We have a Rottweiler, a Pit Bull, and a Rottweiler mix. Ready?
Heather Sullivan has a similar story. Searching for fencing to accommodate her new shed.
Every time we want to get into the backyard or access things, we have to take off the ratchet straps and then lay the fence down.
She paid $1,000 to book Ideal Fence in spring. The experience since, less than.
So we waited, and then end of September rolls around, October rolls around, nothing.
Hi, Scott, this is Leah. If you could give me a call back.
It took us a while.
We're trying to get a hold of your neighbors. Have you seen them at all lately?
But we were able to track down Ideal owner Scott Bronson.
Hello, this is Scott.
Some of your customers are so frustrated they can't get a hold of you. They came to us to fix it.
Being in the hospital was the main reason. I was unable to communicate with anybody.
Scott claims COVID kept him out of business for 8 weeks. Doctors even intubating him over the summer.
When you wake up, you can't walk, you can't move your arms, you're all tied down and the tube down your throat.
Scott declines to provide a specific timeline for his hospitalization. He says he had no one else in business with him to keep in contact with customers.
We are not, ever going to take somebody's money and run. I was born and raised here in Madison. I've been putting in fences since 1985. I'm not going nowhere, and I apologize from the bottom of my heart.
Scott also says he can't give Heather or Annalise a refund until he can sell their materials, but he can't provide a timeline for when that will happen either.
Do you think it would be the right thing to do, though, to just front that money right now, give them back their money, and then get yourself paid back by selling their materials later, just to, take care of these cases?
Yeah, that would be the perfect scenario, except for the fact that all my business money is tied up in all that material. I need to sell that material first.
We did some digging into online court records and found roughly a dozen recent small claims cases against Ideal Fence.
Yeah, that's when I started to be a little bit less lenient about him being sick, which I feel for. But when I started seeing a lot of reviews on Google, Yelp, Facebook, Better Business Bureau saying this guy, took our deposit, and then we stopped hearing from him in around the same time we did.
Meanwhile, Annalise is still waiting as they prepare to welcome a new family member.
Knowing there's a baby on the way, thinking about what if I fall because it's icy and we're walking the dogs, when an easy solution would be to just have a fence.
Yeah, it's not too bad. We have an update to that call for action by Annalise Cannon. Call for action, taking action. We talked with a new fencing company, Struck & Irwin, who agreed to get Annalise in right away and give her $1,000 off the bill.
We knew we had a family that was in a bit of a pinch, both from a timeline standpoint, financial standpoint, and just to watch the Struck & Irwin team come together was great, from material purchasing, from scheduling, and actually getting the fence in the ground.
The fence now complete in time for winter. Thanks again to Struck & Irwin there, stepping up for us. We are, by the way, still working with Scott Bronson of Ideal Fence to get both Annalise and Heather their deposits back. We'll be bringing you that update as soon as we have it. And if you're in the market for some home improvement, we have a couple of reminders from the Better Business Bureau, a few that stood out to us. Ask for references. The contractor should have a list of local customers who can vouch for them. Verify their license and their insurance. We have a link up on channel3000.com to check that. And you should also arrange a payment schedule. Don't ever pay up front. If you're putting a deposit down like these folks did, use a credit card. That might help provide some extra protection if the work doesn't get done. We have all of this information compiled as a checklist for you to go through next time you book a contractor. You can find it over on channel3000.com.
Let's now go back to Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti, who has the latest on tomorrow's winter storm.
Yeah, things quiet right now. In fact, I'm not expecting any precipitation tonight or tomorrow morning, so look for dry conditions then. It'll stay chilly, but then the precipitation arrives tomorrow afternoon in the form of rain for much of us, mixing with or changing to snow for our far northern viewers, and then eventually transitions to snow for everybody. But in between, there could be a brief period of some sleet or freezing rain for some, while areas farther to the north stay mainly in the form of snow, where the heavier accumulations will be. But after all of this, we're still looking for mild weather next week. In fact, I'm looking for a high temperature of 56 on Wednesday, which would break the record high of 52 set back in 2011 by 4 degrees, and that's a week out. But we do have the alert day in the forecast for this winter storm for tomorrow night and Saturday morning for accumulating snow and that wintry mix of precipitation. We had some light snow mixed with a little rain or even a light freezing rain or drizzle this morning. That has shifted off to the north and east. As we look at future track, we've got some breaks in the clouds now, but the clouds will be moving in overnight, and that'll actually keep temperatures from falling too much. Tomorrow, we start out mainly rain in Madison and areas to the south, but again, that wintry mix around the Dells, and then farther north, mainly snow, where the heavier snow accumulations will be. But as a transition through to tomorrow night into Saturday morning, notice the wind shift around to the northwest, and then the colder air moves in, so the rain changes to snow. We could see some minor accumulations depending on how fast that changeover takes place. If it takes place a little bit earlier, we could see several inches of snow in the Madison area, but if it takes place a little bit later, maybe just a dusting to an inch or so. But definitely by Saturday afternoon, everything clears out. And then as we head towards Sunday, look what happens. Those winds become southerly, and those temperatures really start to take off already by Sunday afternoon. Snowfall potential, probably a 1 to 3 inch snowfall. Again, I've got a range there, just depending on how quickly that transition takes place over much of our viewing area. But up toward the Dells, probably a 3 to maybe as much as 6 inch amount. And then northern portions of Juneau and Adams counties, that's where the amounts of 6 inches or more are likely. As we check out the latest advisories, winter storm warnings, Juneau and Adams counties, winter weather advisories for Crawford and Richland County from noon tomorrow through 6 a.m. Saturday morning. There may need to be some advisories for areas north of Madison. Again, once we start to see how that precipitation transition takes place. But again, we go from temperatures in the mid-30s Saturday to the mid-50s on Wednesday. That is a quick rebound, especially if you have even some snow on the ground, if you've got to melt first. Right now, temperatures are around freezing here in southern Wisconsin. These temperatures only drop off a couple more degrees, but the storm itself starting to come together out to the west, and as that moves eastward, it'll follow right along the jet stream, tracking almost directly over southern Wisconsin by early on Saturday morning. So again, winter storm warning, Juneau and Adams County, and winter weather advisories, Crawford and Richland counties, noon tomorrow through 6 a.m. Saturday morning. For tomorrow, high of 38, rain showers developing in the afternoon, mixing with snow north of Madison. On future track, we're getting at noon tomorrow. You can see that rain, but temperatures are critical. Dells at 32, that mix, and then Camp Douglas, 30 degrees. That would be cold enough for snow. That transition takes place Saturday night, or Friday night into Saturday morning. Notice by early Saturday morning, temperatures around freezing in Madison, the rain changing over to snow, and then perhaps some minor accumulations Saturday morning before everything clears out Saturday afternoon. 1 to 3 inches most areas, heavier amounts up toward the Dells and even heavier amounts into central Wisconsin, and perhaps even some mixed precipitation causing a little bit of icing as well. 7 to 10 day forecast. Again, that quick warm up from 42 on Sunday to 56 on Wednesday. Some rain showers the middle of next week. Temperatures return closer to normal for the end of next week into the following weekend.
And coming up in sports, Badger volleyball swinging for a spot in the Elite Eight. Could Wisconsin take down UCLA again in the NCAA tournament? That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
$5 for the best kind of wings, paired with the best kind of celery sticks. Crinkle fries. Arby's, we have the meat.
Got a few things to do this week.
You pour your heart into everything you do, which is a lot. So
Take care of that heart with Lipton. Because sipping on unsweetened Lipton can help support a healthy heart. Lipton. Stop chugging, start sipping. The holidays can be so stressful. So give the gift of wellness. Buy $100 in Massage Envy gift cards and receive a free $20 promo card. Keep your body working.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
We're wrapping up Call for Action Week with a happy ending to a home remodel story. And Josh Sprider takes you to Janesville to walk among a million dazzling holiday lights.
And from Call for Action to taking action, we're tracking that weekend winter storm from 4:30 to 7.
Badger volleyball in the Sweet 16 are like two peas in a pod. This is Wisconsin's 9th straight trip to the Sweet 16, standing in the Big Ten champs' way. A UCLA team that has a little history with UW. The Badgers lead the all-time series with the Bruins 3-2, including a 2019 win in the second round. That one was a sweep. This one looking like another one. Badgers up 2-0. If they win, they'll face Minnesota on Saturday for a spot in the Final Four. Aaron Rodgers made headlines, I know, something we haven't said at all this year, after he yelled, "I still own you," to Bears fans during part of his touchdown celebration. And no words have been more true. As a starter, Rodgers is 22-5 against Chicago, and Green Bay has won 5 straight against their NFC North rival. And heading into their Sunday night showdown at Lambeau, A-Rod still stands by his words.
I don't know you can question a whole lot of what I said. You know, we've had a good record over the years against them and won a lot of games in Soldier Field and at Lambeau Field. So, you know, no regrets for saying what I said. And obviously, I think the record kind of speaks for itself.
Other news out of Lambeau, it appears Rodgers won't have one of his top targets for the foreseeable future. Matt LaFleur said today that Randall Cobb will be out for a while with a core injury he suffered against the Rams. Last night was a game to remember for the Badger men's basketball team. They erased a 22-point deficit to beat the Hoosiers in Madison for the 19th straight time. And that three by Johnny Davis blew the roof off the Kohl Center. That shot put Wisconsin up for good, but a big part of the comeback was the play of Chris Vogt. The UW big man came in, scored 9 points, and grabbed 6 boards off the bench in the senior's best game as a Badger.
He was awesome. He was so big. I mean, he's hitting floaters from the baseline. It's got to be the toughest shot in basketball, but he made it look easy.
Definitely after that first and one, kind of felt like the lid was off the basket, and I felt like I could be a little bit more aggressive and give credit to my teammates that did a great job of finding me. And I just feel like once I got one going, I just felt like they couldn't guard me.
Gary?
Well, we still have winter storm warnings in effect for Juneau and Adams counties, winter weather advisories for Crawford and Richland County from noon tomorrow through 6 a.m. Saturday morning. Heaviest snow up toward the Dells and maybe a little bit of freezing precipitation in there as well.
All right, Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.